I'm here to talk to you about two different types of adjectives, which, as you know, are describing words. So, we have gradable and ungradable. The names are not as important as understanding what each of them does. Gradable adjectives are adjectives that are a certain degree of a quality or on a scale. They can be compared to each other. So you have words like cold. You can have just a little bit cold, or you could have really, really cold, right? Where it's snowing outside and there's ice everywhere. So cold is something that varies by degrees. There's a scale of how cold something is. The same with difficult. Something can be a little bit difficult, or it could be really difficult. Again, there's a scale. And same with the word tired. I could just be a little bit tired, or I could be really tired. It can vary. So you can take these words that are presented on a certain scale or certain degrees of this descriptor, and you can modify them with words like too cold. It's too cold outside. Or very difficult. This test is very difficult. Or more tired. Oh, this day makes me more tired than yesterday did. Ungradable adjectives, on the other hand, have a limit. They are the end of the scale, a limit of their quantity, or they cannot be compared to each other. If something is freezing, then it's a certain amount of degrees, right? It is freezing cold. It's a set number. You can't have a scale of something that's freezing. Either it's freezing or it's not. It's ice or it's not. If something is impossible, the meaning of the word actually means you cannot do it. So you can't have a scale of you can't do it a little bit, you can't do it more. It's just you can't do it. And exhausted is when you are so tired you cannot go on. There's an end to it. So these cannot be compared to each other. Like here, so we have on the same idea of this is cold, this is freezing. So freezing is something that's set. It's a certain amount of degrees. It is frozen water. It is a certain temperature outside. Cold can be variable. So you could say, today is colder than yesterday. This winter is colder than last year. So this you can compare things. But with this one, if it's freezing, and it's always going to be the same. And here's something that's difficult or hard, and here's something that's impossible. So if something is difficult, it could be a little bit hard, or it could be a lot hard. But if it's impossible, it means you can't do it. So there's just that one meaning, you can't do it. And then here, tired and exhausted. So tired has a scale, and at the very end of that scale, when you can't go any further, that is exhausted. So the only things that can modify these things are words like absolutely. I am absolutely exhausted. Or it is totally impossible to do that. So you could use words like absolutely or totally, but you cannot compare these. So you couldn't say something is more freezing than another thing, because freezing is a certain temperature, and that's all that it means. So these are gradable and ungradable adjectives.